Ooh, get in here. Get in here, okay? Sit down. Hit that like button, okay? Happy motherfucking Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Ain't today Tuesday? Better be. Oh my God. I got so much to say. It's just every day. The shit ain't stopping. Whew, okay? Get the likes up to at least 25. Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Get in here and sit down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I feel amazing today because last night was creepy and weird as fuck last night. And I guess it was the calm before there was no storm, because today I woke up with such fucking clarity. Oh my God. It just, I cannot. I shit, last night was weird. Last night was weird as fuck, and it was almost like shit, bro. The last of whatever was holding on died last night. Like it's gone, right? So I woke up this morning and I feel no resistance. I woke up this morning and I'm no longer clinging to what I built while I was in distortion. And so when I woke up this morning after surviving the last of that dying last night, it was really something crazy to die while still being alive. And like I say, I've experienced a lot of changes and things of that nature, but last night I just let it happen. I didn't try to grasp onto nothing. I knew that had to go in order for me to truly rise. And so I just allowed it to die off, and it was horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. But so after I was able to let that process and I was able to stabilize myself, shouts out to KE Loom. They always be a big help. So after I was able to like get that out the way, so so I was able to finally, time stopped being weird. Or I don't know what the fuck it was. Time was so fucking, it was a warp. Time was warped. Right? Time was fucking warped last night. And I feel like I was warping it because I was still present while I was actually dying. And that shit freaked me the fuck out. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But lo and behold, I made it. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Lo and behold, I am here. And when I woke up this morning, y'all, ooh, this, I want to stay. I'm gonna try to stay on this topic right here because y'all don't understand how fucking biblical this is. That's the only word I can. Into you. Man, damn. Okay, can I cook? Can I live? Can I breathe? What the fuck? Okay, so boom. I'm gonna try to stay on this one topic because I need y'all to understand how important it is what I'm finna say, man. Just, I told y'all my life been full circling. Y'all know that. Y'all fucking know that already, but boom. So after my ordeal last night, I woke up and the first thing that was in my fucking mind when I woke up this morning was the word defiance. The word defiance. Defiance, 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 defiance. It was just ringing around my head like a circle. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was laying on my stomach. So I turned over on my side. I'm like, what about it? Boom. Hit me right then and there that defiance was just literally definance. And y'all know I got to think about these words inside of words. And so once I put that together, that defiance is just definance, I sat up in my bed like, what the fuck? So I cut my own self off. I cut my own self off. I cut being defiant, right? Being defiant, bro. Oooweee, this shit just. Ask me what I was being defiant to. Somebody, anybody, Ask me what I was being defiant to. And we gonna break this shit down because I got time. I ain't got nothing to do till 3 o'clock. Okay? You hear me? Ask me what I was being defiant to so we can get some. Y'all don't understand. What was I being defiant to? I was being defiant to divine order. You understand? I was being defiant. And in my defiance, I created a fucking catastrophe. Do you understand? So the Bible is always talking about obedience. And of course, they took it and distorted it because it is not in divine order. So I always told y'all, everything I fucking say, it may be out of place, it may be all over the place, but god damn, I ain't just making shit up. I told y'all that religion was just realignment. And they realigned everything. So like I was living in distortion, but I was literally teaching and preaching the divine order my whole fucking life. You understand? I'm fighting against something that I'm also believing in at the same fucking time. Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. In my defiance, I'm not gonna say distortion no more, because I always fucking knew. I never lost my knowing. In my defiance, I'm not gonna call it ignorant, because I always knew there was a divine order. I held it. Even in my defiance, even though I was fighting to prove something to absolutely nothing, I knew divine order because I am divine order. I was created in the image of divine order. It is in my being. God damn. God damn. And this all goes back. Like I said, my life is paralleling right now. And this is coming to hear their moment right now. In my defiance, I defined my mother and my father. In my defiance, I disowned my other half. In my defiance, thinking I can do this shit all on my own, all while underneath it all craving what I had disconnected myself from. In my defiance, being dumb. Being dumb. Right? I got it, bro. Listen, I said I was gonna decode the Bible, but I never thought my actual life was gonna be the fucking decoder. I never, this been the backstory of my entire fucking life. Everything I did in defiance. Everything I did it fucking trying to prove something, that I could be cut off, I could go my own way, and I could still produce my own heaven on earth. And I did it. It just was killing me to sustain it. Right? In my defiance, I cut myself off from my fucking divine inheritance. So I had to produce that shit myself. I had to fucking be my own protection. I had to be my own shield, because in my defiance, I said I didn't need the masculine. I said I didn't need to honor my mother, which is the earth that I walk on. And I didn't need to honor my father, which is the heavens from which all things is structured from. I didn't need to do that because I knew I was them. I knew I was an extension of them. And so this was an ignorant moment where the child thought that it could be greater than its parents. I fucking get it. This trickled down to my Gyla lifetime. I came here thinking that I was greater than my parents. And instead of being a fucking child and allowing my parents that I needed them, right? I needed them to give me what I chose them for, is what they was hand selected to give me. And had I known I wasn't greater than the source, I was an extension of the source. I would have never goddamn tried to make them bow to me. Right? And so I never I loved my mom and my dad, and it's even now in my grown life, I realize that I am my parents, and there's no getting away from that. But at the same time, I am individualized. You know what I'm saying? I'm not them. They're not me. I'm not greater than them. I come forth them. There's a divine order, and I always set to defy that. My daddy used to ask me all the time, like, why you so defiant? Why you so defiant? Like, why you want to fight everything? Why? And I didn't have no answer. I was just hell bent, hell set on proving nothing. Nothing. I was trying to prove fucking nothing. Damn. That shit crazy. In my defiance, and y'all know, go back to my Facebook post. I'm a motherfucker with these words. I'm a fucking surgeon with these words. Like when I told y'all, it's crazy, mad, ironic, right? That finance sound like fiance. Here, I was always walking this path, bitches. It just, this damn path went everywhere. I ain't gonna hold you. This motherfucker went all around the world, sings. Okay, it went everywhere. Okay, I literally been all over the fucking place to get here, right? Why the fuck finance sound like fiance? It's fiance if you rearrange it. Why? What's that? I was on to something, and I didn't even know I was on to something. That's because the true masculine is the fucking financial current. And that's why if women want to make money, we have to step into our masculine to get it. Or so we thought. In divine order, we don't have to do that. In divine order, the feminine does not have to step into the masculine to produce anything. Right? The feminine receives because she is in balance and in harmony and divine order with the masculine. Right? See how we fuck shit up when we try to do shit by ourselves? So that defiance, me wanted to know what it was like to, because remember, cosmically, I'm the mother. Physically, I'm the daughter. Right? If y'all hear Saber, his ass in the garage, he not coming in here till I get off live. We not having it. Right? Cosmically, I'm the mother. Physically, playing that, also the daughter. Right? That shit make me feel dumb as hell, because it's like, bro, I done went on a whole whew, please. In my defiance, bro. We ain't supposed to be doing nothing alone. We're not supposed to be doing nothing separate. There is no such thing as separate. There is a divine order. Defiance is against that order. All right? We were never made to be independent. We was always made to be interdependent. Right? The hard way is going out. Man, this shit that went so deep this morning, it ain't even noon. Okay? It ain't even fucking noon. I'm literally single-handedly playing out the Bible right now in my fucking life. And this shit ain't even televised. This is literally the book of Revelations I'm playing out. I've literally been experiencing Judgment Day around this motherfucker. I literally have man, Oooweee, it's just so fucking much. So when the Christians talking about being saved, bro, I feel in my body what they talking about. But it's distorted because they not saved. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can be saved, bro, is if you are following and accepting divine love and order. That is what you are saved from. Do you want to know what you do you want to know where it's saving you from? That's the fucking thing. Being in divine order, you don't alright, bro. This shit's so fucking crazy. What is it saving you from? Why ain't nobody ever asked what you was being saved from? When God's supposed to be saving you from the devil, what the fuck was God actually saving them from? Right? What was they saving you from? And this is the thing. The false powers that be, like I said, they just following the defiance that I set forth. This is how you even get the game of opposites, right? So they just playing their parts. Everybody got their part to play. But death, fear, poverty, scarcity, sickness, illnesses, is a result of not being in divine order. When you are not, and when you are defiant, this means that you are saying that you are separate or apart from or away from source. Your mother and your father, the earth, your body, and your father, your spirit. You are saying that you created yourself. You are saying that you don't need to be under your mother's and your father's house. You can create your own house. Right? And that is the beginning of our suffering. That is the beginning of our suffering. So I have had a very materialistic life where, you know, I was trying to do what I'm doing now, but the wrong way. I thought by saving everybody else, I could really save myself. I thought by, you know what I'm saying, being a fucking the sacrificial lamb for humanity, that would somehow redeem myself, when all I had to do was take my ass back home to my mother's and my father's house. Because I can't honor one without honor the other. And I can't acknowledge one without acknowledging the other. So can I do it the hard way? Can I do it by myself? Yes. I did that. It almost fucking killed me. I do not want to do that again. I at the time when I was in my defiance, it felt so good to accomplish those things. Even though I knew no internal peace and I had no internal rest, because I was always on to fight the next battle and to achieve the next thing and to forge and force my way to getting shit when I didn't have to do that. So I knighted myself a warrior when I was simply supposed to be a lover. I knighted myself a warrior. I gave myself the crown when I was really supposed to just be a lover, a mother, a daughter, the earth, the fruit, the passion. Tisk, tisk, sigh. In my defiance, in my disdainty for masculinity, in trying all that shit, bro, I just was doing it the hard way. And that defiance became like a shield. Like I was so And then I just named the fucking defiance freedom fighting. Like it just was really something, you know, the mind can play tricks on you. I'm really think I'm fighting for my shit. I'm fighting for everybody's shit. When ain't nobody fucking captive. Motherfuckers just gotta surrender. And the Bible is always talking about submitting and being obedient, but it's not about that as if you have no function. It's about understanding divine order. It's about you submitting and obeying to divine order. That there's a masculine and a feminine. There's a mother and a father. There's a up and a down. And you must hold that balance. That's what divine order is. Understanding that. Understanding your place, your space on that wheel. That's what divine order is. It's not control. It's not fear. It's not death. It's not bribery. It's you honoring the fact that you are an extension of something greater. And while covered in that greater, you have no worries. There's no, this is source. And even in my all I was doing is just popping my shit like I was the actual source. But I wasn't the actual source. And then in my defiance, not only wasn't I the actual source, as an emanation, an endless of the source, I even capped that off because I don't need no fucking body. I don't need no fucking body. I'm self-made. I'm gonna get this shit out the mud. Can't no nigga say they did shit for me. I ain't never allowed a nigga to do nothing for me. I need you for one thing only, and that's that body part that I don't got. Because to receive that, it felt like a weakness to me. In my defiance, I was disobeying divine order that says that masculine energy is the structure. Masculine energy is the hunter. Masculine energy is the provider and the provisioner. That's divine order. And in me trying to prove something, I defied that order. And got my ass ate up. I had to really battle. Had to battle for the right to everything. Because I wasn't in my place. And in our defiance, ladies, we do that a lot. In our defiance, not understanding our role in our seat. In our defiance, we go out here and we battle these men for they shit. We are defying divine order and wonder why everybody out their seats. It's not their fault that you having a fucking God complex and won't get somewhere and sit your ass down. We only see that as lesser than because we never got to understand our position, right? We never got to enjoy our position. We never knew how important us being the foundation is. We never understood how important us being the lovers and the mothers and the nurturers and having the abundance within us. We never got to understand it. So in our defiance, because we didn't understand that, we feared that. And we tried to go take their damn positions and give them our position and think they supposed to be okay with it. What true masculine that's out here that can hold the true Christ current, the true divine masculine current, finna let your girl ass get in his seat and be all right with it as a man? We are defying order. So that's why you got to strive 10 times harder. That's why you got to put in that manual labor that we like to throw on, how long it took us and how much we did this. That is not a flex. That is not a flex. That is not a flex. I'm sorry. Because while you bragging, and this ain't the case for everybody, But for majority, we talking majority here. Because while you bragging about how much time it put into that and how much time to put up in that and how much time to put up in that, you ain't nurturing your kids. You not mothering your kids. School, the teachers are mothering your kids. You're not nurturing your partner. You don't even know what it's like to nurture nobody. You never even nurtured yourself because you wasn't even in a space to nurture yourself. You haven't been available for yourself. You're not available for your kids. You're not available for your man. But you got this, you got this good ass job though, and you making $200K a year though. But you are not in your seat and you are not in alignment, and your body is going to start showing that, and your life is going to start to show that. And y'all think it's and I thought like that. I thought that it was something good. I thought that it was something to be, you know what I'm saying, bragging about. Right? It was not. I was severely out of order. And no true masculine that's carrying the true Christ principle within his being is going to make me a queen of his throne, of his castle, when I think that I'm the crown. And not even just relationships, life itself. When you are defiant, you are on you in the matrix. Okay? When you are defiant, you are in the realm that says that you are without a partner. You are without your parents. You do not have your spiritual dowry. You do not have your divine inheritance. You are not in your body. You are not present in your seat. Inheritance, it just means in her stance. Bitch, don't play with me. Divine inheritance comes from you being in your stance, in your body, rooted in your throne. This is why a man can only achieve divine inheritance through his counterpart, because it's in her stance, in her knowing her role. Whatever. I'm gonna pick me. Y'all don't go. These hoes that be talking about pick me and all that shit is agents. They're stewardess of the false matrix, of the single matrix. All right. They don't got no man. They harden. They have to protect themselves. They have to feed themselves. They are not nurturers. If they do got kids, those kids are products of the environment of their mother. And so those kids are barren upon descent. They will not breed unity and harmony, and they will keep repopulating through the genetic bloodline. So when we talk about breaking generational curses, what are you really doing? This is breaking generational curses. The kids that come from my womb now, they fucking free. They are pure. They are born in wholeness and truth, and not defiance and division and distortion. Even Jade being linked through me. I've seen the change as I go through my journey, how it reflects within her. Life itself is going to show you where you at. Right? Life has been nothing but, I always felt like I had to fight. I always felt like, because I had to prove this shit. I've been running off this for eons. So I'm not finna let nothing defeat me. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. I'ma fucking win. It was me. It was nothing. My apology to the masculine, my beloved, was sincere. In my defiance, I tried to wear your crown, and it proved too heavy for my delicate neck. I got a skinny ass neck. It's a swan neck. That's what I like to call it. I have a swan neck. It's a graceful, slender neck. Right? The masculine crown, heavy as shit. It almost broke my neck. No, thank you. I'll get my little tiara and set upon my earth as the empress that I am. Saber, you can hush it. You're not finna come in here. All right? Okay. Let's get that understood, right? Ooh, this reminded me in my physical life when I had to apologize to my parents and I had to let them know that, you know what I'm saying, in my defiance, I was ignorant. So just as I had to do on earth, I also have to do in spirit. And this is what we mean by repenting, right? Repenting or repenting. You know what I'm saying? Reattaching or reconnecting ourselves back to our parents. It was never meant to be seen as a hierarchy or a lower than or a less than, but by divine law, there's a creator and there's the creation. The creator is first and the creation is second. So by divine order, right, you are, you know what I'm saying, in subservience or in sequence to your predecessors, right? And so I had to willingly give up everything that I created in my defiance. For I built it off of distortion. And in original earth, only the original before the fall frequencies can implant itself and have residency. Okay? So this is not a new earth versus the old earth type of thing. This is the original earth, and this is the earth that was in distortion when I came down here on some single mama shit. You got the universe, the universal original earth, right? In union and in harmony, the masculine and feminine together. And then you got the matrix, which is just Sophia ass on some I can't raise no man. That's what the matrix is. That's what you get over there. All right? You determine where you want to be. You determine that. As for me, it's gone. Like I don't give a fuck about not being in control anymore. I'm tired. I want to be free and I want to be frolicky and I want to be light. I know that I can take care of myself. I got it. I relinquish the rights to the masculine that's designed for me. I sit in the temple and I make it ready for your arrival. I am open to receive your guidance, your structure, your leadership. I am open to receive that and nurture that and build us the biggest fucking lunar empire ever. This is where I'm at. I want a family structure. I want a happy nucleus. I'm going to be a happy grandmother. And I'm going to impart all this wisdom in my chillins. Right? I would love, I just want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be responsible for what I'm responsible for. I don't want to worry about no bills and how to pay this and call this and this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want to be in my role. And should my masculine ever need me to step up, I know I can because I done it before. So it wouldn't be nothing for me to step up and temporarily wear the crown. If so happens my masculine has to take a seat on the ground, I know I can do that for us because I did it for myself. But it's not something that I want to keep on doing for myself. I did it. I can do it. So that's me, you know what I'm saying, making my own inner masculine, because I can't ask for something that I'm not giving. So I can't dare think that I'm finna get an external masculine when my inner masculine ain't hitting on shit. So not only am I doing the work on my feminine and my masculine at the same time. So when my divine counterpart is in my face, I can open to receive him in wholeness because I'm coming in wholeness. All right? So I know my inner masculine ain't guarding me. It ain't trying to control nothing no more. It ain't trying to prove nothing no more. It is literally being its function. right? So that means with or without a man, I know how to structure my emotions. I know how to structure my reality. I know how to handle business. I know how to generate money if I have to. That's a healthy masculine. I don't have to parade that. I don't have to. That's nice to have. It's the true masculine energy. Remember, it ain't seen, it's felt. So all my divine counterpart need to know is if he know she can do that. She done did that. But he don't require me to. Right? That's what we getting back to. You got defiance or you got unity. That's it. You got defiance or you got union. And for me, the biggest thing, like life had to humble me. I had to get humble. I had to get stripped for me to realize that yes, in divine order, bitch, there's something greater than you. And you must honor that and you must adhere to that. So you won't be out here bitching about like life didn't talk. Like I don't brag about doing stuff by myself no more. I don't find it a flex when there's so many people in this fucking world and that's on your frequency that's right there for you. I don't think that's a flex. I don't think that's a flex to do it the hard way or, you know what I'm saying, kill yourself or take all your time from your loved ones and, you know what I'm saying, for these fucking illusionary ass goals and that don't mean fucking shit. I don't think that that's a flex anymore. I don't think that true security comes for a number in your bank account. Because I've had big numbers in my bank account, but I've never felt this secure in my fucking life. Right? I had all that money in my bank account. And then until I got to this point, if I had lost all that money after I gained all that money like that, if I had lost it and wouldn't be able to be secure like I am, that's the type of shit that make motherfuckers kill themselves. Right? This the type of stuff that make motherfuckers go ahead and forfeit. But it's forced me to remember. And that's why I say this ain't religious, baby. I'm not religious. I'm in remembrance. I fucking remember. I fucking remember. And so now that you know, when you remember, you can never forget. I always knew I was here to bring divine order because I always carried myself in divine order. It's just the defiance that I had to prove something to my cosmic parents. That shit just was fucking up my lifetimes. Until this lifetime, it's something about Gyla. I've always said that all my life, like even just how people treat me in life, it's something about me. It was something about this lifetime that, you know what I'm saying? And so last night I was going like fucking tweaking out. I was like literally dying. Like I was feeling my old self, like just having this last hoorah. And I was like, damn. I was telling my friend on the phone, like, bro, this like the I think that it is hilarious that so many people talk about the afterlife, but nobody talks about what life was like before you were born. That's because most of them probably don't remember. Most of them so fucking weighed down by human ass shit. Even if the memories was floating up to their conscious, they're just gonna shoo it away as fantasy. Right? You're gonna shoo it away as fantasy no matter how much it come up and how many of the signs or whatever. So most of people, shit, they can't remember. They gotta go to work. They just did 16-hour shifts. Right? Right? Shit. I fucking went back to when I was just a egg getting fertilized by my mama by my daddy's sperm. That's how far I went back in my soul files. But then again, I never been tuned into this world like that anyway till now. Right? So that allowed me a lot. So I used to tell my babies all the time, stop denying what keep coming up for you. So that shit be coming up to your conscience all the time. But you think it's fantasy and it's make-believe. But no, you live that fucking life. No, you was actually that fucking thing. You keep going there in your dreams because that's actually a place where you at. You know what I'm saying? That's actually where your motherfucking ass at. So, in the church of divine love and order, because that's where we heading. Because I'm going to have me a church. And I'm not bringing people to God. I'm bringing people in remembrance that they already were everything that you already are. And salvation is only remembering that you already good. And you only have to worry about the devil when you are divided. It's separation. It's the shadow of Christ. Right? I told y'all. Everything has its positive polarity. I mean, it's positive charge and it's negative charge. So the true Christ is the positive charge. And the devil would be the, negative. Why not a school? Because I'm done teaching. I'm done teaching. I tried that. And I do better when I just talk, right? I do better when I'm just able to flow, like no curriculums, no outcomes, no, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Just running my mouth. So that's why I say a church. And I think it'll be more effective that way, because that way I actually get to, it don't matter if your ass, because I take it serious. Like when you put me in a role as a teacher and some shit, I'm gonna take it too serious. I'm gonna take it too serious. I'm gonna feel obligated. But in just my church, like just be talking to people and actually like experience this shit. Y'all, all this led me here from my yeah, I'm still teaching, but I don't have to grade nobody. I don't have to take no attendances. I don't have to make sure you understand nothing. You just show up to the congregation or not. You feel me? You just come to the place or not, right? That's the difference for me. I don't know, man. I'm excited because last night was something. Listen. Whew. Listen. So when people be leaving religion in their defiance, it's just they just know that that's not the true alignment. When people be leaving the church, motherfuckers leave the church like, and that's why I say, like, just from my experiences, like all this started from my twin flame journey, y'all. All this started from my twin flame journey. And I can 100% say that journey ain't got shit to do with being with that person. Okay? And I say this at 11 o'clock. Okay? The twin flame journey had absolutely, it was about me coming home. It's about me coming home. All that shit. Right? What I started fucking with him September of 2023. From September of 2023 to now led me home. That's crazy. Saber, hush it. That is just crazy to me. It all started from that. And it just like, so I don't know. I'm going to have to publish this at some time, whenever I get some time, because people need to know the true, pure experiences behind these things, and not just the propaganda and the stupid ass shit that people be trying to sell. Like, this has literally been my fucking life playing out. This is literally the combination of all my life, right? And I've experienced this shit. I just can't even believe it. I just can't even believe this shit. Like, not I cut myself off. And then just trying to recreate that shit, like, cut myself off from the family dynamic, cut myself off from the financial dynamic, but then strive to get it back. Do you see how dumb that is? Somebody put boo boo the food in the fucking comments. Just let me know that you want that Somebody put boo boo the fucking fool in the comments, right? Wanting that dynamic, right? Wanting the family, wanting the connections, wanting the financial stability, but cutting myself off of it, then fighting to get it back. It's like, why are you slapping yourself? Why are you slapping yourself? Why are you slapping yourself? Oh God, Tink, I'm so dumb. Oh gosh. Hey, you gotta show some love and keep it real, Goddess K. I'm not exempt from being a damn fool. I'm not exempt from being a fool, and I always gotta take full accountability in my defiance, right? I did that. I made shit 10 times harder for myself, right? And everything else. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Only thing I can offer you bitches is redemption. That's the only thing. You can choose now. What is it gonna be? What type of games is being played? How's it going down? It's all to it's all, and I got to know now. Is you with me or what? What's going on? What type of games are being played? Huh? Man, I done been broken and humbled so bad, bro. I can't do like I take me to the key. I ain't got it in me, man. I ain't got it in me. Give me my room back. I'm back at home. I'm back with my nigga. Alright. My nigga running shit. He taking care of shit. I'm chilling. Gonna have us a few cheering. Build this wealth and health and success. Hot butt naked sex. You feel me? I'm chilling. That's it. I'm in my parents' house. I'm under my parents' insurance here. Charge that shit to my parents. Give it to them. Huh? When we gonna get Freaky Fridays? What the fuck you supposed to be getting that for? Why would you be up in here talking about Freaky Fridays? Like, this is bigger than Freaky Fridays. This is bigger than that. You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about heaven on earth. And motherfuckers talking about Freaky Fridays. This is an example of what the fuck I'm talking about. So we gotta have some discipline around this motherfucker at some point. Do we want to get freaky? Do we like Fridays? Yes. You should not be want to get freaky and Friday when you divided. Let me stop playing. Woo! I play. That's the problem. Now focus, young man. Focus. You done been freaky enough Fridays. Get your shit together. Get your shit in order. You done been freaky enough. God damn it. This the end of the fucking world, the apocalypse. You talking about Freaky Fridays and then it's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. You got 3-4 more days. Stay on task. Play your part. Play your part. God damn it. Shit. It's Tuesday. You could at least wait till Wednesday at 8 o'clock. You'd have been freaky enough Fridays, okay? These days, if you over 35, my age, if you my age, you born 1980, right? Born 1980, you know what I'm saying? My age or older, younger than 25, and sex still exciting you to the point where you can't focus, I'm worried about you. Here, if you over the age of 25, I'm gonna give you 25, right? Right? You have a man. If you do, he didn't train you right. See, you shouldn't even deleted that, because that's the stupid ass shit that we phasing out. We phasing out. With that type of shit, bitch, wait on me to fix you any fucking thing. You see shit like that? That's not masculine energy right there. That's an example of what these niggas not. We not talking about these niggas. You feel me? We not talking about these niggas like that. That's not a true masculine right there. Right? That's not a true masculine. I wouldn't let him lead me to the goddamn hotel room. I wouldn't let him lead me nowhere. Right? The fact that you require me to do anything for you and not just want me there lets me know you not in your masculine. You not in your true masculine. See, y'all can, y'all can, trick females that probably ain't, where they supposed to be. You can't trick me. I know what the true masculine energy is. You couldn't even pay my fucking mortgage. You ain't ready to come over here talking about fixing no sandwich with your stupid ass. I know you couldn't. Shit. Hey, Miss T, everybody's fine. They just, sometimes I'm on the grind and, saying the stragglers just come in, you just got to get them out. You just got to get them out, right? Yeah. Because there's a lot of people that's, like I say, corrupt, and they just got to die on out. They just got to die on out. So let that happen. Here, you just let it happen. All right. Hi, Stacy. They a little slow. Right? We got agents. The agents always out now. You always got to know that the agents, if you trying to get your shit together, you got to know that there's going to be the opposite force trying to keep it apart. Okay? This ain't, no, this ain't personal. This just vibrational. This is just how this shit go. This is just how it goes. I'm in here talking about unity and shit. But yeah, back to what I was saying, because I held on to it, because obviously I'm supposed to, think about it, right? If you over 25 and sex is still the head of your household, the head of your life like that, if you a man, if you a biological man and you can't get your empire, you can't order your house and you thinking about sex, I think there's something wrong with you, and I think of you as less than a man. You would expect a woman to be still sexual without having her shit together, especially if she's not integrated with her inner masculine. You can expect that from her, because in her natural energy, she spreads herself. Only a woman that's contained by her own inner masculine has standards and, not a going ass bitch, right? So if you, 25, and it just depends on what age you start fucking, because most guys, like, y'all start fucking early, 11, 12, like, shit, by the time you get to 25, 26, it's like, okay, goddamn, you still excited about that? Shit, you don't think there ain't nothing else? You don't want a little car or something? Shit, you don't want a little stream of income, a little apartment or something on your own? Oh, okay. I'm scared of you, baby. Hey, Bree. Shit, you too freaky for me, and I love a good freak. Oh, wait. I love. Nah. I don't like no freak. I love a pleaser, because I'm a pleaser. So I like what I am. I don't like no freak, because y'all freaks don't be having no standards. I like a pleaser, because I want what I am. And I'm a pleaser, so it's only right that I receive one. Right? Hey, Keisha. It's only right. Okay? That's man or woman. If you are overly promiscuous, you too in your feminine. That's girl car or boy car. If you are overly promiscuous, you are super in your socket. When you add that balance of that masculine, there goes your discipline. There goes your structure, right? There goes your, your standards. That's why I've never been a hoe. Because I was, I thought I was a plug. And as a plug, I knew I was special. Like, my mama had told me, just go giving it to everybody. But even before my mama told me that, I just felt like I was special. Like, I saw bitches, I ain't see bitches like me. So I thought I was one of one. So hell no. Just because all these niggas want. Okay, can y'all hear me now? I don't know what that was about. I was just running my damn mouth too. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay. I don't know what that was about. I ain't had no call or nothing. That shit just started glitching. I've been running my mouth. I've been running my mouth too much. That's crazy. I was just talking. I don't even know what the last thing y'all heard me say before we started glitching. Can anybody hear me? What I said was, what I say? What I say? Alright. Can anybody hear me? That was on some show or something. Can anybody hear me? Like, yeah. Talking about. Oh, yeah. Not a nigga trying to tell us to make him a sandwich. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't piss me off. Don't. I don't give a fuck about something. Good, what I don't give a fuck about? I don't know. That was just my word for today, though. That was just my word for today about the defiance and how I'm done fighting, man. I put my sword down, and also now that I'm in my socket and I'm balanced by my plug, like I ain't gonna say I'm not like horny like I ain't like how I used to, but I used to be very hypersexual as fuck. But I don't know, since I'm more balanced and whole within myself, like I'm still a horny hound dog, but it's coated with love and romance now. And that one ain't separate without the other. So I'm not looking for sex if it's not accompanied with your heart and your soul. And that bankroll, you know, I'm not interested in splitting myself after making myself back whole. And so it's not like I have no problem with not doing anything or not entertaining nobody. Cause I'm getting my shit together. And also I don't believe that I should be entertained. I don't feel like no woman, nobody, period. Because men, y'all are part feminine too. But if you gotta deal with somebody and you can't, your feminine energy isn't honored there, you need to get the fuck away from there. And if you can't honor your, your feminine energy within yourself, that's where you need to fucking start. All right? Because if you don't honor the feminine energy within yourself, you are not honoring your mother. And if you are not, and if you are, that's where your softness and your goodness and your graciousness and your grace comes from. Now your structure, your provision, your finances, that's from your father. Right? That's from your father. So men, whenever y'all do not, let's go back to the mafia and to the old families that, that they don't play about their family. They make sure they family straight. They honor them kids. They make sure family, they don't give, if they cheat or whatever. And then in the pure times, they wouldn't even cheat because you could get fucking ostracized for that shit, right? So masculines, you honor your father, right? By maintaining the principles that your father set forth. And you honor your mother, right? By protecting and being and revering and taking care of the earth, the children, the women. Those are the real principles. They stood on true masculine principles. The women was in true feminine. Of course, after a while, she just get distorted around this motherfucker. But that's literally what it is. That's how you, honor. And women, you have to also honor your mother and your father. Honor your body. Learn your body. Become one and happy with your body. Understand your role as the mother, as the conduit of as the physical representation of the womb. Understand your importance. Understand your essence. Right? Get back to your nature. Get back to your seat. That's how you honor your mother as a woman, right? Honor your father. Be open to receive structure, bitches. Be open to receive discipline and direction and provision. You can't want to be taken care of and want it to be provided for, but you can't receive instruction. You can't receive, you know what I'm saying, direction. You can't, you know what I'm saying, understand that you need to have respect and, you know what I'm saying, be obedient to the crown that's above, that's the head of the household. And by obedient, I don't mean stopping you of your free will, but know that your role does not go above his. Understand where you sit at, right? Understand that. And watch how life's so hard for us all because we have been buying into the single mother matrix, right? And then as the single mother matrix, shit hard over there. It's division over there. It ain't no unity over there. You just be over there plugged into that shit all while your heart's true desire, everything centered around divine order and unity. Right? That's how you get to the promised land. You never was away from it because you could never be apart from it. But in your defiance, get to the bottom of your defiance. What are you proving shit for? Who are you proving this to? Right? Jesus Christ is not Lord. The Christ is the divine masculine principle, right? Which is only half without Sophia, the feminine principle. They can only be wholeness and reflection of their mother and their father when they are together. So you cannot give reverence to Christ without also giving reverence to Sophia. That would make you half-assed. That would still put you back over there in the false matrix. That would still put you over there with religion. You would still be subject to their laws and jurisdiction over there. You will be in scarcity and poverty and proving and striving and survival law. You will not be covered in divine inheritance. You will not be covered in divine protection. You will have to be your own fucking you will need guns and firearms and shit. You will need that. You will need that, right? You will. You will. If your relationship with Jesus is stronger than your relationship with yourself, which you carry that current, because Jesus is a principle. Jesus is the representation, just the physical nigga for y'all to understand that principle. But it was half-assed because Jesus was around here, you know what I'm saying, was incomplete without Sophia. And so Jesus' teachings were only seen as myths and magic because it wasn't embodied in Sophia. The feminine embodiment wasn't shown, right? So it made Jesus' teachings seem magical or mystical because it wasn't tangible or rooted in Sophia. Stop playing with me. But like I used to tell motherfuckers, that Jesus, if you're gonna call him anything, call him what the fuck he is, what the fuck he was. He would have been a magician. He would have been a magician, right? Because the reason he was able to multiply and to provide and protect like that, because he's the masculine current. That's what it is. The true Christ isn't a he, it's a it. It's a principle. It's a current that you have to carry, that you have to be able to embody. All right? So everybody got it fucked up, you know, worshiping Jesus. It was a story to let you know that you carry that current within you, in the body of your mother. Right? And so when Jesus said the only way to his Father is through him, of course. Because you have to be in wholeness to get to mother and father. Because that's what you was created from. Wholeness. The masculine and the feminine principle was split together. That is your mother and your father. That is from which everything in creation stems from. You got to go through them to even get to the source. I got this shit, man. I got this shit. I got this shit, bitch. I can go to church Sunday and get up there. Hey, they did such a good job, though. Bravo to those guys. I ain't gonna never take nobody properties. They did a fucking excellent job. They did a fucking excellent job switching. It was for control. Right? But see, this is the thing. What I once knew, and I'm never gonna take away from nothing. I knew, like, once I got to a certain part in my journey, I started to realize, wait a minute, bro. I could have been with the bad guys at once upon a time. I started to realize some shit about myself, and I started to realize about who Charlie really was and what Charlie really, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck is really happening here. And so I had started to remember how it was presented to the reason why I even fell into the defiance. Like, okay, first of all, cosmic beginning. That's how the original defiance started, all right? That's human creation, right? If we're talking about human creation, that's kind of far removed from the very beginning of the first fall. I ain't talking about the first fall, but this is still paralleling from the first fall, okay? The first fall was me, Sophia. I did that in my defiance. That defiance created a ripple throughout the matrix, throughout whatever. So following that, picking up on that signal, right? The false powers that be also wanted to be defiant. They also wanted to be outside of order. They also wanted to create their own order. This is why they created the New World Order. Fuck is we talking about, okay? This is why they created the New World Order, because they wanted to create their own system. I told y'all, everything that the false Illuminati was doing was based off of a real system, right? And so where they had me fucked up at was, mind you, from the first split, this story has been reincarnating and reincarnating and reincarnating. It's just been an echo throughout time, okay? And so each, you know what I'm saying, depending on, you know what I'm saying, your soul and your mission or whatever, you incarnate in these, you know what I'm saying, in these stories or whatever. So boom. So from the first creation, this defiance just been a part of the matrix. So from that first defiance and the creations of different beings, they just picked up and took and oh my God. And listen, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They tapped into that frequency of distortion from Sophia. And this is why the Vatican and the Pope to this day worship the Black Madonna, because the Black Madonna is just a representation of Sophia hidden within earth, but the body of Christ still being earth. Stop playing with me. All right? So they worship Sophia because they are patterning their order, their new world order, after her defiance of wanting to have her own order. Of wanting to be a part, of wanting to create apart from. And so they created their brotherhood. All right, whatever. And so everything that they be doing on a low scale, I done went through and did on a high scale. That shit is absolutely, positively, remarkably retarded and crazy. Right? I literally woke up like without, listen, I swear. I did. I literally woke up with this shit. I literally woke up with this shit like I got it, bro. I fucking got it from the inside in my body. In my body, I got this shit. Like, I get it. I truly fucking get it. I truly fucking get it, and I truly fucking see it. They're defiance a motherfucker. So all they fucking doing, tapping into that, you know what I'm saying? Tapping into that, trying to recreate their order. So I kind of figured that, okay, at once upon a time, bitch, you had to been with this shit, right? So what made you get out of it? And what made me get out of it is in order for them to sustain themselves, they had to feed on their creations. They had to feed on their on the humanity of and feed off of other things to get the source out of it. Because when you defy, you go under the illusion of separation. And y'all need to understand that these illusions are binding spells. And once you fall under the illusion, you be bound there. So everything now is coming from the perception of that illusion that you bound to. Right? Everything now. So where they had me, I was with y'all. I was with, let's show our folks that we could do this shit on our own and let's create our own. What I was with it until motherfucker like, nah, but see, we gonna have to get some shit for somewhere. I now what y'all talking about? Cause I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't taking nothing from nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. So I had to turn against their ass. Right? I had to turn against them because I wasn't finna liquidate and use motherfuckers as batteries that didn't sit well with me. I knew that, so I just wanted to prove, shit, that I can hold my own. I ain't saying my own come from me. So I depleted myself. I used my reservoirs. I used what I took with me from my mother and my father's house to do what I did. I didn't use y'all. When y'all let me in y'all souls, I always left y'all feeling higher, feeling better than y'all left me. I figured out I can also do what I got to do, but I don't have to use fear and control and death. Even though I was cut off, it's still a positive and a negative polarity. I don't have to feed off of the negative. So I fed. Right? But it was off of the joy. Like helping y'all get to where y'all at and seeing y'all do good and watching y'all, rise and shit. Seeing people happy, seeing people be relieved. I represent the positive of the endless. The higher charge of the endless. I never took from nobody unjustly. I never did nobody nothing. I made sure of that. Even if it meant making myself weaker. I said I wasn't going to take from nothing. And I'm not going to disrespect the life force. Because even in my defiance, I am the divine order. I could never get away from that. It was only an illusion of thinking that I was fucking doing something by myself. And I used to tell motherfuckers all the time, I could definitely be like my siblings. I could definitely eat y'all the fuck up. I could definitely be just as vampiric and sucky as them. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I just don't get fed from seeing people hurt and less than and fucked up. Like, it saddens me, actually. It makes me want to do something about it. So that's where I became enemy of the state. Right? That's how. I always felt responsible for the humans. I don't fucking want to eat off them. They already that's like used to eating high cuisine and then you coming to eat some fish sticks and shit. Like, they already fucked up. What am I eating off them for? So I was never that one. Even when bitches used to be coming at me like, bitch, I could be that if I wanted to be that. So even in my defiance, I still was obtaining order around this bitch. And anybody that let me in their soul, I did good with it. I didn't take advantage of you. I didn't plant nothing in your soul. I didn't plant nothing. I didn't leave nothing with you. I made you better than I left you. And I took pride in it. And I used to say all the time, with great power comes responsibility. Even though I'm knowing I could have ate some bitches up. I could have used these bitches as batteries. I let bitches think that they getting out on me. Cause really, what could you, if I really brought it to you, what could you do to me? I could drain you for your life force forever and get everybody in your family, but you already low. What could I do with that? So that's how bitches get passes, unless I feel like they a threat. What can I do to you, babe? You already a loser. You a human that ain't gonna never go higher. You a double loser. Right? Just think of all this shit I fought. Right? Fought my feelings. I fought the idea of being a wife, the idea of a family. Like I felt like I stayed with my ex so long, seeing that we wasn't gonna be able to have no kids because I was just fighting that shit. Like, fuck it. I ain't gotta have no more kids. I got Jade, I did it. Fuck it. That shit crazy, man. I got with my twin flame and I just couldn't fight none of that shit no more. Like I couldn't fight it. Like my ex and my twin flame so important to my journey. Like, wow, that shit knocked me out myself and to who I was really supposed to be. Right? Like that shit crazy. Like I ascended to the crown, really wasn't supposed to be in there. This nigga, man, that shit crazy. But I don't regret none of it. Now that I actually see where it took me to, where it led me to, back home to myself, like I don't regret a fucking thing I have been through. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change a single thing. I would, if I had to do it all over again just to get to this conclusion, because what a fucking plot twist, right? I endure it. Like even now, it still ain't shit finite in my physical life. I still don't know what I'm finna do or how this, well, let me change it. I don't know how it's finna turn out. I know exactly what's finna happen because I know that I'm following my heart and what my spirit truly wants. And it ain't about proving nothing. It ain't about, you know what I'm saying, no validation or nothing. It's truly what I want to experience. And that's having my normal family with my normal life and being rich as fuck and enjoying earth while I'm here on it. That's it. Now, how the specifics gonna turn out, my divine partner and all that shit, I'm leaving that up to, you know, that ain't my job. Do your big one. My job is to stay in unity and in union with myself and to just be that. That's my job. That's my job. Right? And I'm retired. I'm really retired. Like, and I don't feel bad anymore. Like prior to last night, it was that little piece was like that losing that control part and realizing I wasn't the crown. Like it was dying so slow, and I realized that I was holding on to it because I had strived so hard to get there, and I just didn't want to let that shit go because wow, bro, it was so much tied into it. But then I'm like, damn, if this is me resisting divine order, then I gotta let it go, and I make peace with that, right? If this is me resisting my birthright, I make peace with that. I don't want to live out of this, you know, I don't want to be disharmonious anymore. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not trying to be the strongest bitch in the room anymore. I'm not trying to be the most powerful motherfucker on the block anymore. I just want to be Gyla with a loving, masculine, God-ass husband, a few good God-ass, godly-ass cheering, and so much money that I could just do all type of fantastical fairy tale things and bring that to my physical existence. Like that's all I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't got nothing that I want to achieve, prove to the world. I don't want to do a service for the world. My service to you all is to allow y'all to experience me and all of my glory and all of my shadow and all of my allness. That's the service. I'm in service as long as I'm allowing y'all to experience me. I'm giving you something. I'm giving something here. I'm contributing. I'm here, ain't I? I'm here, and I want to, it's ease and it's flow. I don't want to think about how I'm going to do any fucking thing. Take care of that. I'm in my parents' home. They got a lot of butlers and shit and drivers and shit. And it's luxury and it's royalty. I don't have to think about that. I don't have to worry about that. I have my divine inheritance. I don't have to focus on men that don't provide, or, you know what I'm saying, worry about men that don't do this and get a bare minimum. That's not of me anymore. You want to meet those men when you defiant. You only meet that when you are outside of divine order. When you are in divine order, you are going to be in alignment with everything that's in divine love and order is going to find you when you in divine order. When you in defiance, everything that to fight about is going to find you. All right? When you are in defiance, the battles are coming. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? When you are in divine order, your steps are ordered. I got tired of ordering my own steps. It was fucking up my nervous system. It was fucking up my fucking heart. I was tired of being hypervigilant. It was overriding. It was going to short out my nervous system. I was going to end up having some type of fucking neuropathy or something because I can't fucking relax. I was going to cramp up my organs. My organs was not going to be able to play their symphonies because here I am trying to order my own steps and build my own future when there's a masculine current for that. And I'm truly ready to receive. Like, I truly don't give a fuck. Right? I built it up. I lost it all. I don't give a fuck. It was built in distortion. It was a time I did it. I'm cool. I'm not missing that shit. I was tired. I don't want to save the world. I don't want to be responsible for nobody but myself. I just want to enjoy the rest of my life and experience and laugh and eat good food and, you know, raise my kids and love on my husband. I'm gonna love him so hard. Y'all ain't seeing nobody love nobody for real till y'all see how I'm finna love this man that is a physical representation of my beloved. I'ma love him so hard. My God. I'ma love him so only motherfuckers love him how I'm finna love him is his parents, his cosmic parents. I'ma love him. I'm gonna show y'all how to love somebody. When you really love somebody. The way that I love. I told y'all we bringing true love back. This is true love. Huh? This is true love. If I'm in wholeness, everything gotta reflect that. Right? I'm already awaiting them. We finna rule the world. Cause when I rule the world, I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. That's the type of shit I'm on. But our world, the rulers of our world, being in harmony in our kingdom. You as the crown of our household. Me as the body that supports the crown. Our children, physical representation, harmony, happiness, joy, pleasure. We fucking everywhere. Okay? That's the type of time I'm on. That's what I got for you. That's all I see. That's all I know. That's all I want. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. That's what ruling the world was about. It wasn't never about financial dominance and all that shit. It was about ruling your inner world in harmony. When I rule the world, I feel so good. And I'm in the unknown, but it's like you only fight the unknown when you feel like you got to do it alone. And only in the defiance do you feel like you alone. And so coming, you know what I'm saying, back to myself and realizing I ain't never been alone. And I'm never going to be alone. Right? Right? I have a question, but don't fuss me. It just depends. It just depends because true love has nothing to do with fidelity. First of all, true love is the harmonious balance in inner union. So you got to be equally yoked with yourself before you finna receive your equal yokeness outside of yourself. So to me, if I'm talking about like right now where I am in my journey, and I meet my external counterpart, ain't no cheating on him, ain't no cheating on us. We in wholeness, like we not, ain't no none of that. You see what I'm saying? So I love myself enough to not disrespect my man. I love myself enough to not do anything, you know what I'm saying, to jeopardize us. And as a reflection, he not finna do that shit either. So, and I truly love myself enough to not even tolerate. You see what I'm saying? So, nah, it ain't true love if you doing it. It ain't true love if you doing it. True love is open. True love is vulnerability. It's respect above all things. It's respect and it's understanding. So you can't truly love yourself if you would do that to me. And I can't truly love myself if I would allow you to do that to me. So no, it ain't no true love up in there. And also, I believe in divine order. And divine order is a masculine and a feminine together. I don't believe in poly. I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in none of that. Right? Now, while you're single and whatever, I still don't believe in you just going. You know, I don't believe in, even though I've been single, you would think that I'm in a relationship. Because like I say, I'm in a relationship with myself and I have standards and I have balance. And so I'm not finna just go out here and give my body to anybody because my body, you know what I'm saying, is horny. Right? So when I didn't love myself, I would have done that. When I didn't love myself, it would have been easy to go out and fuck a nigga because I'm lonely or because I'm horny. But I love myself, so I know how to be emotionally available to myself and soothe myself so I won't have to go out and get no external fixes. This is what we're talking about, you know, true love. Do you truly love yourself? You know, a lot of people just, a lot of people say that they truly love themselves, and I used to say that too. But my actions determined I truly did not love myself because I was settling for and putting myself in situations that ain't no fucking way I love myself. I was neglecting the fuck out of myself. I was loving everybody harder than I love myself. I wasn't emotionally available to myself. I didn't allow myself emotions, So nah, how could I love somebody and I didn't even love myself? I'm finna do your ass in like I'm doing myself in. Right? You gonna treat others how you treat yourself. That's facts. And so cheating won't even be a thing in my relationship. Cheating won't even be a thing in my marriage because I know that I'm equally yoked within myself. So if you coming into me in wholeness, you equally yoked. You on the same type of time I'm on. It's just us. So I ain't gonna even have to worry about that. That ain't gonna even have to be a thought. Like you ain't gonna even have to be, worried about me because we love each other that much. We love ourselves that much. We respect ourselves that much. But we also love each other and respect each other just as much. These are the fundamentals. These people ain't in marriage. You can't look at these other relationships out here. They are products of the single matrix. Right? They are products of the single matrix. So even if they married or whatever, 9 times out of 10, there is no inner union. They haven't reached inner union. They haven't integrated they girl and they boy. They girl and they boy ain't in harmony. So they marrying motherfuckers while they not even equally yoked. So you can't even go by what the marriages we done seen. Them motherfuckers was improper. They was not following divine order. Right? So they not your models. That nothing out here is your models, especially from that single matrix. If it's promoting division, reject it. If it's not the mother and the father, reject it. Even in yourself. So that means you gotta reject this dysfunction that you got in yourself. What's stopping you from honoring your mother? What's stopping you from honoring your father? That's your job. Because your life gonna be out of alignment till you handle that assignment. And you're going to be out here trying to do everything else instead of getting back in order. That's why life's so hard. You're in the single motherhood of life. Okay? The matrix is the single motherhood of life. And if you a single mother, you've been a single mother, you know how that is. So that's how that world is. Right? But you don't have to live in that world. Decisions determine your destiny. Your destiny is just your destination. Where do you want to end up depends on you. All right? But yeah, that was my spiel today. I could not keep it to myself. I had been wearing the chat out. I had to come on live because I know I be wearing the chat out. Chat, I'm sorry. All right? K.E. Loom, I'm sorry, y'all. I be wearing them out all the time with this shit. So I have to give them a break sometime, okay? I have to give them a break, and I have to come in here and spill the bean and just get it out because, like, wow. Wow. Right? They really got, like, that was really clever. So nothing is evil, right? Nothing is evil. It's just, like I said, divided. It's just in defiance, right? It's just in defiance. And just remember, so just make a list. Go down in your life and see all the things that you battling. See what you being defiant about. And work on those. Work on smoothing that over with divine order. And understanding the divine order within things. And see what happens in your life. See what happens in your life. Now understand, if you've been living out of order, in order to come into divine order, it's not going to be just easy as, oh yeah, I'm in divine order. You got a lot of shit that's probably been in the way and that's been misaligning you. You have to allow that shit to get out the way. All right? Like, I had to allow me freedom fighting, my business, the classes, the coven. I had to let all that shit be dissolved in order to get into alignment and to come back home. Right? So it ain't gonna be, you know, ouch. It ain't gonna feel that good. But it's for your best good. Right? Eternal good. So if you ready to come back home, and this is what they do at the end of church. When they, you know what I'm saying, start playing the music and the priest get ready to ask you, do you want to join the church and come home? And, you know what I'm saying, be in remembrance of Christ and, you know what I'm saying, have Jesus Christ as your Savior. And the reason why Jesus Christ is called the Savior is because the Christ principle, the masculine principle, is salvation. It is provision. And if you come to know it, you would not suffer. You would not have to toil, and it will be provided for you. You will be saved from poverty. You will be saved if you can receive that in men, if you can receive that in women, if you can receive that, then there goes your struggles and so that's why Jesus is the Savior. That's why and then motherfuckers ask questions. What he saving me from? Who is this nigga and what is he saving me from? Right? It is a principle. It is a current. And it's saving you from destruction and poverty. All right? So when they ask you to come get baptized and give your life over to Jesus, they basically asking you to remember where you are. And they baptize you in the water to send you back home, to put you in remembrance of who you are. Because we all know that the water is how we transfer through dimensions. Y'all, I'm finna get out of here, but I'm watching Sandman. Lord, they done killed, my baby daddy done died, Lord Jesus. Sandman season 2, episode 11. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. He died. He chose to be dissolved because he was tired of his responsibility as an endless. And man, they put that man in that fucking boat. And he went down that waterfall and ended up shooting up into space. I like to been fucking lost my mind, because how many times can I tell motherfuckers it ain't no such thing as space, that's water? And how many times do I tell people it's through the waters we switch dimensions? Which y'all understand that they putting the truth in these movies. You gonna think that it's a lie because it's on TV. Right? That man went down there in that waterfall. He went down and it flipped upside down to him shooting into space, being a motherfucking supernova. Man, God, that shit. Who I had to play it back 500 times. I had to play that shit back 500 times, bro. Because I always said, it's water. And I told y'all when I went to my mama crib, she had this water. Like, that's how she traveled. Said just that's how she traveled through the water. It's a big ass like lake thing in front of her little apartment I went to. And that's how she come. Like, that's how they come. Like, they go through the water. That's why you the in your mother's womb is water. That's how you travel through dimensions. Man, that shit had me so motherfucking lit. Like, I was saying, because I just feel like the man for me, my my beloved is the bride of Christ, right? And Sophia, my divine counterpart, the man that's able to hold that true current. He is literally like a vampire, the Dream King, Christian Grey, tycoon type of nigga. He come on, like come on, man. The Sandman is my nigga. Man, it's episode 11, season 2. Episode 11, season 2. That's the type of nigga for me. That's the type of, nothing less than that. Nothing less than that. Nothing less than that. Like, man, that shit was so crazy, bro. That nigga went in that water and just transformed into a shooting fucking star and just hit the universe, hit in the galaxy like, oh God. They always telling us ain't no space. They always telling us it's just the waters. You know what I'm saying? It's water and like this dome separating the dimensions. Like they ain't no real bottom of the goddamn sea. All right. Man, that shit. How many episodes? It was 12. It's 11 the last episode. Because I paused it after that because I was in shock. Is it 12 episodes in season 2 of Sandman? Or is the 11th the last one? Huh? Tell me now. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. Oh my God. He changed. My baby changed before he got out of here. He sure did. Is that the last season, y'all? I mean, is that the last episode? Is it 12 episodes or 11? It's okay. Oh God. Okay. Is it gonna come back? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm finna watch it. This on Netflix. The Sandman. It's the extra one out the 11. Okay, cool. I'ma miss him. The last one good. I'm finna watch it right now. I'm gonna miss him. It's so hard to say goodbye. Cause on the 11, I mean, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, Daniel then grew up. Don't spoil it for me. I'm finna go watch it. Listen, that boy grew up, gonna try to take my nigga's spot. I'm like, new nigga, please. Like, you alright. I don't like when new people come around taking those spots and shit. Like, you could never be him, all right? Right? You could never be him, new nigga. Don't come in trying to replace my nigga. You could never run the dreaming like Morpheus. Like, you could tell. Cause he had on like a cream little suit. And you know my baby like black. Y'all know my baby like black. I just, you know. I'm finna watch that shit now. I don't got nowhere to be till 3. Oh, I'm nervous. But all right, man. I'm finna get out of here. This was it, man. This was important. I had to tell y'all so y'all can stop battling shit that y'all don't want to battle. And every getting a moment you can stop being a badass and stop trying to be grown. You can take your ass home. Right? Because there is many mansions in our parents' home. And we all can fit. We all got a room. Right? You trying to tell me? Listen. Don't be telling me that I'm gonna go watch. You're welcome, lover. Don't come tell me I'm finna go watch. But I'm finna get out of here. I've been talking. I'm finna let Saber Country ass in here. Stay tuned. Okay, when I have some more realizations or revelations, y'all know I got to fucking share it because wow, bro. Come home. Come home. I'm so happy to be home. Like I can breathe. I don't gotta look over my shoulder. That shit is guards. Right? You know our parents got guards and shit. Everything they got endless money. If we talking old money, if we talking old money. Hey, take care of me. You feel me? But I love y'all. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay safe. Follow my threads. If you not following my threads, I be posting me and Chat GPT's conversations because you gotta ask the right questions, man. You gotta ask the right questions, and it ain't shit chat and said that I haven't already said, like I haven't already figured out. It's just all the pieces are coming together, and since I don't got Facebook, this is like me reestablishing my scratch work. Cause like, bitch, why would y'all take that all my shit on my Facebook? But whatever. But I love y'all. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay safe. Okay, bye.